Here on Savor the Burn, we love our very firsts to us. Now, Penelope's been around for a while. They've got a lot of stuff in their product line. But for us here on Savor the Burn, this is a brand new thing. And today, we're starting a series with these 3 bourbons. Are you ready? I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very fantastic episode of the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. This is W2. How do you do?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm really stoked to start off this series with Penelope.
Penelope is one of those brands you see at every liquor store.
Everybody's always talking about it.
And they have a lot of offerings.
Really
Anytime
do.
you see them, you will see 4 to 8 different bottles on the shelf, and I think that's pretty cool. The first one that we decided we're going to start with is one of their most inexpensive bottles. So to me, this is kind of their entry level. This is their standard offering. You see it everywhere. I picked this up a while back as my quarterly freebie.
Right. Okay.
Freebie's a
loose term.
Yeah. My quarterly reward.
Okay, there you go.
With Flavier. This was on the list. I hadn't had it yet, so I'm like, yeah, let's give that a try. So I thought it was a great place to start. It's also one of their lower proofs.
It is.
But you know what? That should make it that much more approachable.
Yeah. And if that sounds good to you, it sounds good to me. So be sure to share this episode and with your fellows, with your fellow whiskey enthusiasts. Hit subscribe if you're checking us out on YouTube, and if you're on your podcast app of choice. Yeah. Thank you for following along, and follow us on all the socials.
And while you're at it, go ahead and leave us a comment. If you've gotten into Penelope and you have a favorite that you've tried, I know they also have a lot of limited, allocated, special releases that are super hard to find.
Right. Seems like every whiskey company, every distillery, whatever, they've all got like their super hard to find thing, and it's just why don't you just make them available to me? Please, it's for the podcast. But yeah, this one's going to be good because it's a 4 grain. I have expectations because it's 4 grain.
I do too.
We've always had great reviews or great fun anyway, great times, great pours when it comes to 4 grains. So
I want to just take a moment before we just jump full on into this. Go ahead and pull the Architect bottle, the other bottle, the creme brulee bottle.
There we go.
And put those side by side.
Oh, wow, look
at those color difference. So this
one doesn't count because it's
right. You know. We have a vast proof difference between these two. This one, the 4 grain is 80 proof, and the Penelope Architect creme brulee is 110.
110.
So that's a pretty significant difference, but I mean, it is what it is, and I think the Architect is a little bit older. I think there may be an age statement. I've got an age statement on a couple of these. The 4 grain is right at 4 years.
Oh, wow. 4 grain?
Yeah. So anyway, I was just sitting over here. I'm like, man, that's a really dark color. This is a beautiful color. I mean, it is a nice,
and it's a beautiful bottle.
Soft gold.
I mean,
color.
It looks like something you'd see at a wedding, you know, with all the gold and the parchment white kind of look to it.
Well, go ahead and give us a pop, and we can kind of get into this.
Here we go. Y'all ready for this? All right.
Yeah,
not the best pop.
Yeah.
But
this is the Penelope 4 grain straight bourbon whiskey. This comes out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Penelope Bourbon is who makes this, which is owned by MGP, which is a subsidiary of Luxco. This is a 4-year. It is a 4 grain bourbon at 80 proof. Our barrel char is number 4 on the staves, and the barrel heads are number 2 char.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I guess I didn't think that they would put different chars on different parts. So
pretty interesting.
That's
non-chill filtered. Mash bill on this is 75% corn, 15% wheat, 7% rye, and 3% malted barley. Named after our founder's recently born daughter, Penelope Bourbon is our signature 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey, uniquely blended from 3 bourbon mash bills. Each barrel is hand-selected and blended into a single batch for your enjoyment. Remarkably smooth and flavorful, Penelope 4-grain is perfect whether sipping neat or using in your favorite cocktail. Penelope Bourbon is now owned by MGP Ingredients after its subsidiary Luxco acquired 100% of Penelope Bourbon LLC in 2023. So that's pretty recent. The bourbon itself is distilled at MGP's Ross and Squibb Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. The brand was founded in 2018 by Mike Palladini and Danny Pelosi to celebrate the birth of Palladini's daughter, Penelope.
Aww.
So I've got tasting notes on this one, but yeah. So Penelope is owned by MGP, who is owned by Luxco, who owns Lux Row, and so that's kind of where that relation happens. I wasn't sure. I knew that there was some connection there because when we were at Lux Row, they had some Penelope on the shelf. And if they're going to have it there in the visitor center in the gift shop, I thought, well, there has to be a connection.
There has to be
somewhere.
So far, so good. It's got the classic bourbon smells that you would expect: caramel and vanilla.
It's creamy. I mean, it has that typical weeded nose.
One of those things that we love about weeded bourbons. How much malted barley was in here? Did you say
3%?
3%. Yeah, it's light on the rye.
And 7%
light
rye
on the malted barley. Yeah, the rye. Even at 7%, you can still smell it. It's in there.
Just a little bit.
It's a light register there.
Is there a little bit of a carrot cake on the nose?
Carrot cake. Love carrot cake.
And maybe it's just a little bit of cinnamon spice kind of coming through.
Yeah. I'd say there's some like cinnamon spice on here. You know, now that we're deep in the throes of pumpkin spice season, you know,
I'm ready to get this on the palate.
Yeah. Let's do that.
80 proof Penelope 4-grain.
Yes. I think it was proof down too far.
That's all right. It is a little thin.
We have that false proof thing again because of the rye thing. Because the rye gives that little bit of a pinch that it gives you a false proof burn kind of thing. But it's a light rye pinch. Light.
I think there's a pear on the palate.
Yeah. Because for me, if I think it tastes like it's got rainwater in it, that means it's pear. And that was one of the first things I noticed on here was that rainwatery kind.
I think I'm going to pass on adding a drop of water. Just because we're already down to 80 proof.
Yeah, you're already at tavern strength. You lower it any more. If you need to add water to this to be able to drink it, just drink wine instead, guys.
Or Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Find yourself a nice Bud Ice.
This is nice. I mean,
it's not bad at all. It's a fine
in a cocktail. I might argue, on that one. The right here.
I wouldn't use it in a cocktail.
Great, perfect whether sipping neat or using in your favorite cocktail. Yeah, this isn't going in a cocktail just because I don't feel like there's enough there. Once you get this in a cocktail with other ingredients, you're gonna lose it completely.
I like how the caramel stays steady throughout the whole experience. I don't think there's any of the rye, anything left there. I don't think there's any of the malted barley left. The wheat, the sweetness or whatever from the wheat is probably there. Maybe that's what's keeping it sweet. But
I think butterscotch comes forward on the palate.
On the palate?
And then right on into the finish. Late palate, or I should say late finish, gets a little bit of a warming. No heat, no burn, but it warms up a little bit late finish.
I see you on that butterscotch.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a butterscotch chip.
All in all, not a bad pour.
Not a bad pour at all.
It probably won't be our highest rated whiskey, our highest rated bourbon, but that's fine. What do you like? We talked just a brief touch about the bottle presentation earlier. I like how it's got the white and the gold.
It just has a very classic look to it.
You see it on the bar at a wedding, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's no logo per se. Right. It's more of just kind of a monogrammed P. You know, just the large letter. It is a little bit stylized font.
Yeah.
But it's super simple, super clean.
Nice heavy bottom on a wine bottle style bottle.
It's a little taller than a standard. Which gives it a nice, elegant.
It's about as tall as one of those High West bottles. I mean, it's like up there.
Or the Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare, that's another one. One of those tall bottles. But I like it. I think it's pretty cool. This would be one of those bottles that you see with a tapered candle stuck in the top and melting down the wax and everything. You think there's a touch of cornbread on the nose?
Maybe.
Honey?
Maybe.
Like honey? Honey cornbread?
I'd go there.
I think that pear's on there too. I think pear is the common thread here. I mean, pear shows up on the finish.
You ready for some tasting notes?
Yeah, what do they have to say?
So, the aroma, balanced corn sweetness, caramel, light oak, very light oak, in my opinion. Syrup, I'm not sure what that means.
Wow.
What kind of syrup?
Help narrow it down, folks.
Dynamic aroma profile with slight savory notes. Okay.
Yeah.
Taste.
Yeah.
Sweet, fruit, and grain.
Mm-hmm.
Slight leather, very slight candied cream and cherry body is fruit syrup, candied sweetness, and a savory vanilla note with slight berry and citrus.
We did say vanilla. Did we say anything about citrus? We got pear, a light rye pinch, caramel, butterscotch. So maybe that's that sweet candy.
I might be talked into going berry, but
what's that dessert?
I'm really not getting any citrus.
What's that dessert at Cincinnati's where it's got berries and cream in a little cup?
Oh,
what do they call that?
I have no idea, but I love that.
So if you can imagine,
and a little bit of like a shortbread little cube inside of it.
Like a little tiny cube of it. Like, what is that? It's just enough to piss you off.
So finish, slight buttercream and cornbread.
Buttercream. Oh,
finish with a lingering vanilla spice. I think that nails it, I think.
That's pretty wild. So they're saying the cornbread is on the finish. I thought it was up here like a honey cornbread up on the nose. That's something. Bottle presentation, I like it too. It's elegant looking to me. It does have a composite cork, but I like the gold topper. I love the neck tape, the P logo monogram. It's simple. And it's I mean, everything about this bottle just looks elegant, This bottle.
This bottle is so easy drinking. Maybe this bottle is why Glencairn doesn't make a 16-ounce Glencairn glass. Because it would be very, very easy just...
Right. Down here it says 4-grain taste, and it gives you the 4 grains in here.
Yeah.
Corn, rye, wheat, malted barley. It says underneath that, aromas of sweet butter cream and fresh apples, married with layers of nutmeg and allspice. The palate is a creamy sweet dance of almonds and vanilla bean that finishes with hints of toasted macadamia nuts. I could almost see that.
Yeah.
And a subtle kiss of tangerine citrus. Now, the macadamia, it almost does hit like a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie.
And that's why macadamia nuts pair so well in a cookie like that. Okay.
It gives it just enough crunch, just enough chew, just enough texture in there to really give you something to think about instead of just chomping through it and being done, and all of a sudden you're home. Like, did I actually drive here? Did I teleport?
Got any numbers yet?
I've got a couple. I'm going to add a bottle presentation number that's...
Spoiler alert, I'm trying hard to exercise bringing things down.
For me, it wasn't hard to bring things down. It was hard for me to bring them up because...
And not...
I do enjoy it. And I'm afraid that this number, once I
and
get it calculated, is going to make me feel bad.
And that's the thing. I really like this bottle.
Right.
It's a great drinking bottle. Mm-hmm. There's lacking the wow to push it over the top.
I didn't hit wow at any stage.
So, but it's still a great bottle. So, what did you give this on the nose?
On the nose, I gave it a 3 1/4. We had the caramel, the vanilla and cream, light rye, the carrot cake, some cinnamon spice, maybe some honey cornbread and pear. Rainwater to me, pear to everybody else. But I really did enjoy it. I really liked it.
I did too. Yeah.
I don't know if my 3.25 reflects my liking it, but it has to, because halfway between a 0 and 5 is 2.5. So I had to have liked it more.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Is I find myself continually reminding myself that an average would be a 2.5. So giving it a 3 is above average.
It's above average.
And I met you at 3 1/4.
You did? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So
3.25.
I just know, even I even talked about this as we were, writing our tasting notes down. Like this one here, it's going to score lower, but it doesn't mean that it's a great bad bottle.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy this pour.
Yep.
What was? Did you say what the MSRP on this was? Any ballpark range?
I didn't.
Okay.
But I frequently see this for like $22, $25.
What? Get out of here, man! It's gonna die a dishonorable death one day.
It's a cheap bottle.
If you know, you know. Yeah. So I'll have to find a bottle and take it where the sun doesn't shine.
You totally should.
Yeah, and see what everybody thinks.
I mean, even on the high side of things, I've still seen it for $26.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's.
I mean, it's no Jim Beam.
It's not. And I was just gonna say, it's $26 range is right there where the Jim Beam Blue Label is.
Blue Label?
Yeah, the Blue Label. It's double.
Oh, the double oaked.
Yeah. So, you beat me to it. So, anyway, that's just a quick little disclaimer there. I mean, we did enjoy the bottle.
Yeah.
So don't freak out on us with our numbers. Moving on. The palate brought us a light rye pinch. We've started to call that a false proof kind of thing. Like maybe they throw a little bit of rye in there to make it feel like it's got a higher proof to it, even though it doesn't. For me, rye has that, job to do. Is give you a little bit of a pinch, and not so much a burn that sets your throat on fire, but it'll be a little hot, it'll be a little pinchy on the tongue, on the mouth, on the palate, but then it lets go and lets you roll on with your day.
Yep.
So anyway, there was a light rye pinch. The rainwater pear happened. Caramel carried through. Butterscotch showed up for you later palate into the finish, and I thought that you said vanilla, and you could see berries after reading the notes, and I immediately thought that stuff that you get from Cincetti's there on the dessert bar. Maybe we can find a picture of it and throw
berries.
it in here. But yeah, the cream with the berries and that tiny little square piece of bread in there or whatever it is that they put in there. So good. Anyway, so I kept mine locked in at 3 1/4.
All right. I went ahead and came up a little bit to 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
I thought I probably could, but I went ahead and reserved that for the finish. Even though we had less on the finish, I thought the finish was better than the palate for me. There was caramel. The pear carried all the way through from nose, palate to finish. The butterscotch made its way through, and vanilla also carried through and showed up in a very nice, neat, subtle, delicious way. So for me, that came up to 3.5. How about you?
Mine's right there at 3.5 as well.
All right, cool.
I kept it locked in.
Very cool. Bottle presentation, we talked about it a little bit, but not at great length. Really, I don't think there's a lot to talk about at great length. It's just simple. It's elegant looking. It's a good looking bottle.
Yep.
You know?
Well, and for that reason right there, I probably went a little high, higher than I should on there, but there was nothing wow about it. But it's a great looking bottle. I gave 3.75.
3.75. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine, I was a whole half point lower at 3.5. I'm sorry, 3 1/4. It's It's not a bad looking bottle.
No,
I
not
really
at all.
like it. It's like I said, it looks elegant enough to throw on your wedding bar or whatever. I really think this would be a great introduction
Very much
whiskey
so.
or whatever bourbon to
It's 80 proof. It's very easy drinking.
easy on the palate.
Just pour that right on up to the rim.
Right up to the rim, and you'll be just
fine.
You might get white girl wasted, you know. You might turn into a woo. But you know, I don't think you're going to get hammered on this, unless you get hammered on things like Jim Beam White Label or Jack Daniel's Black Label. Anybody's 80 proof, kind of thing. But yeah, it's
Fireball.
yeah. So all that said, you heard our 4 categories and our numbers. Those 4 categories: nose, palate, finish, bottle presentation. Out of a possible 0 to 5 each category, that means a possible 0 to 20, all added up. We divide that number in 2, and that's how we get our 0 to 10 rating. Me and my rating was 6.625.
All right.
So
all right.
6 5/8.
Well, we are still within a consensus.
Yeah,
So I came in at an even 7.
even 7. Okay. Yeah. All right. I did like it. I did enjoy it. I think this would be a great, fun kind of bottle to bring to a bottle share and
I do feel like
grab people's thoughts on it,
I think this would be a fun bottle to throw in the mix of a blind.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just
a weeded blind?
Just blind.
Yeah.
I feel like the saving grace of this bottle is the fact that it's 4 grain.
4 grain and the price point.
The wheat that's in there makes it just very, very palatable and very approachable. And yeah, price point. You can buy this all day long.
Yeah. Plus or minus $26 ish, $25. I mean, this would be a great budget bourbon for your shelf.
Yep.
Mixing it in a cocktail, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would. Maybe, if you had to, maybe if you do your whiskey and Coke, your bourbon and Cokes, maybe you could do that. Maybe you could do
7 Up.
You could 7 Up. You could try it with your classic cocktails like your old fashions or maybe even a Manhattan. But it's just not. I don't think it would take center stage and shine the way Savor the Burn likes their bottle of choice, their bourbon of choice.
You could probably put this in a cream soda.
Oh, shit.
And I bet you could finish the entire bottle and without even batting an eye.
Yeah. Just mix it up like a highball, kind of. Only it's cream soda
in a quick trip 52-ounce cup.
No, Ossifer, I'm not as thick as you drunk guy. I won't do your stupid human tricks. Out of the car, long hair. So I guess without further ado, no matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, and who you're drinking it with, hopefully you are, never forget, keep on burning.